Well, it's Tuesday morning, I'm back in the gym with exactly the same superset as last week, i.e. incline bench press and single leg deadlift. Only difference being I've increased the weight a little bit and I'm dropping the reps, focused very much on strength and power, going nowhere near failure. And a single leg deadlift is aimed at removing some of the imbalance between the left and the right leg, where for the cycling and the pedaling, left is typically 48 to 49% of the effort, right 51 to 52%. So that was the 5th set of each. Well, I'm just back from the gym, and this weekend, Saturday the 19th of September and Sunday the 20th, I've got my first 2 official hill climbing events. Leith Hill on the Saturday, 1.4 kilometres, average gradient 8 to 9%, with some nasty ramps. And then on the Sunday, you've got the Porlock Toll Road, beautiful, 6.4 kilometres, average gradient 5 or 6%. So looking to have as good a showing as possible in both of those, and clearly power to weight is integral to any climbing event. So I figured it might be a good time to provide a little bit of an update in terms of my weight, but also body composition. Now, the light is coming in from the side, which is always quite flattering, and I have just been to the gym where the upper body, the beach muscles have been trained. However, over the last 3-4 months, the weight has come down gradually from 65 to 62 to 62.4 kilograms this morning. And I haven't really done much of that through the nutrition. Most of it has been through the extra kilometers on the bike and the extra intensity on the bike. During that weight loss phase, most of the muscle tissue has been preserved. And at the same time, the definition has improved considerably, as has the vascularity. And those two things are indicative of improved body composition, i.e. less body fat and a greater ratio of lean muscle mass to body fat. You are going to lose a little bit of muscle tissue during a weight loss phase, that's inevitable, but the idea is to minimize loss of muscle and maximize loss of weight. And this is why I'm such a big advocate of strength training, whole body strength training, i.e. upper torso and lower torso. But certainly over the last 4 weeks or so, as we've gone back to the more polarized, intense zone 5, zone 6 training, with plenty of rest and recovery in zone 2, the power has been coming up as well. So hopefully power to weight gradually starting to drift up at just the right time of the year. Fingers crossed to have a half decent couple of events this weekend. And there we have Canary Wharf, looking spectacular against the early morning sunshine. It's about 7:15. There we go. Now that is a nice movement. Beautiful white background. Jealous. Anyway. There was unwelcome news in respect of the Phil Richards amino work capacity. I'm currently on the orange, and that's pretty nice. I quite enjoy it. But Jinx has told me last night in the comments that he tried to order the dark cherry and it's not available because apparently they've had difficulty with the consistency. So not sure when it is going to become available, and that is a mini crisis in my little world. Only joking, of course. I've got one dark cherry pot left because I am a bit of a hoarder, so I'm going to use that for a special occasion. In the meantime, I am quite liking this orange flavour. Getting the bidon filled up ahead of an Ed Laverack training, and its race starts, and it looks pretty disgusting. He said it was pretty horrible. About 150 milligrams of caffeine going in. Heading out towards Highgate, where I think the hill is going to kind of suit that training perfectly. Well, I'm now at the front of the queue, and I've traversed the whole 200 metres. And this is why, I guess, the Watt Bike Adam and Zwift in central London is a lot more convenient than training outside often. Well, this morning is Ed's race start. That's 30 seconds at 150% of FTP, 435 watts, straight into 1 minute at 95% of FTP, about 280 watts. 3 minutes recovery, repeat 8 times. However, ahead of that, I do have some business to attend to. I think you know what I mean. Well, the board of one is convened and no prizes for guessing the first agenda item of the day, bettering my PB of 2:44 on Highgate Hill West, just over there. Swain's lane's back that way. 0.9 of a kilometre, average gradient 8%, looking to stay in a big ring all the way up and mash for cash. Yeah, that would have done it. Oh, max effort. Heart rate's recovering nicely though. Back down at 150. Oh. Not the best. I thought I'd left enough time for the bus to get up the hill, but it was going at a glacial pace. Well, that was all 8 intervals completed, probably above the power ranges prescribed by Ed. Really tough. As is often the case, today's training was fasted on just the orange amino acids and cold coffee and plenty of water. Loads of carbs yesterday. Monday was a full rest day. Yesterday I span out the legs beautifully using a Victor Campanart's high cadence drill for 20 minutes. Also a bit of upper body strength training. Tomorrow I'm going to do some threshold efforts for Ed. I'm going to see how I feel. Not looking to overly tire myself ahead of Leith Hill on Saturday and Porlock Toll Road on Sunday. But feel really good, really uplifted, really elated to have got that training under the belt. Didn't feel amazing when I woke up, had a really bad night's sleep last night. Kind of was awake since 4. So yeah, good to get it done. The London peloton. And that's why I choose the inner circle. You have to stop at traffic lights, spoils the intervals. Anyway, it's a very brief training today. Ed has prescribed 3 times 9-minute efforts at upper end of threshold, i.e. 290 watts or so. However, I'm just going to do 1 20-minute effort in the same range and then head back to work. So not too much training stress. It's going to be a difficult 20 minutes, but hopefully prepare me for the Porlock Toll Road climb. Looks like there's quite a mini peloton on the inner circle here as well, look. Just going to warm up and get on with it. So just completed the 20 minutes, averaging 303 watts, and to be honest, it felt like a lot. So it probably doubles up actually as a 20-minute FTP. Anyway, now time for about 10 minutes of spinning the legs off. Nice high cadence work, 110, 120 RPM, and then back home for work. Well, it's Friday morning and I've just been lavishing a little bit of time and attention on the beach muscles in the gym there. Hit some dips for the tris and chest, some chin-ups for the biceps and back, and some incline bench again for the chest and tris. Just off home now to hit some high cadence work on the watt bike, Victor Campanart style, to spin off the legs, ready for the hill climbing events tomorrow and on Sunday.